The concept of a parallel universe, also known as a parallel dimension, alternate universe, or alternate reality, has long been a popular topic in fiction. It refers to a hypothetical plane of existence that exists alongside our own. The sum of all potential parallel universes makes up the multiverse. While these terms are often interchangeable, alternate universe/reality may imply a variant of our own with some overlap with alternate history. This idea of another world has been borrowed from myth and religion, evident in the different realms of heaven, hell, Olympus, and Valhalla. Plato and Hindu mythology delve deeper into the parallel realities, with Platonism reflecting on the perfect upper reality and the imperfect earthly reality. Persian literature has the adventures of Bulukiya, wherein the protagonist learns of worlds similar but distinct from his own. Murray Leinster's short story, Sidewise in Time, published in 1934, is one of the first science fiction examples wherein portions of alternative universes replace corresponding regions in our universe. Parallel universes may serve as the central plot point or be briefly mentioned to establish an unconstrained realm. Pratchett's Discworld and Lewis's The Chronicles of Narnia utilize parallel universes to varying degrees to allow for magic and bring the protagonist to the setting of the books. The theme of the story is the exploration of additional dimensions beyond the three spatial axes with which we are familiar. This concept of new dimensions allows travelers to reach worlds that are otherwise unreachable and invisible. Edwin A. Abbott's Flatland, a romance of many dimensions, explores a world of two dimensions inhabited by living squares, triangles, and circles, and posits the possibilities of even greater dimensions. H. G. Wells uses time as an additional dimension in The Time Machine, while Douglas Adams introduces probability as an extra axis and mostly harmless. Authors have explicitly created additional spatial dimensions for their characters to travel and to reach parallel universes. The concept of hyperspace also appears in science fiction as a parallel universe that can be used as a faster-than-light shortcut for interstellar travel. While hyperspace is often used as a plot device, stories involving it are not necessarily the most common source of fiction about parallel universes. Time travel, on the other hand, can result in multiple universes if the past is changed. However, in one interpretation, only one history can exist at any one moment, making travel between alternative histories impossible without reverting the timeline back to the original. Despite this, there are exceptions, and modern ideas of time travel pose the concept of branching timelines. Parallel universes as a result of time travel can serve as both the backdrop and the central plot point. In some works, the idea is that each choice every person makes creates multiple universes, leading to different results. Sidewise time travel allows characters to pass through many different alternative histories that are descended from some common branch point. Worlds that are more similar to our own are considered closer in terms of this travel. Authors such as H. Beam Piper and Keith Laumer have used these concepts to create their own series, and newer novels like Frederik Pohl's The Coming of the Quantum Cats and Neal Stephenson's Anathem explore the idea that historical events or human consciousness allows travel among alternative universes. These alternate worlds are often portrayed as being similar to our own, but with some key differences, allowing writers to explore different possibilities and ideas. The writing style should reflect the fantastical and imaginative nature of these concepts, without becoming too technical or complicated. It is important to emphasize the creativity and wonder of science fiction and the endless possibilities it can offer. There are instances in which physical travel is not feasible, and characters journey through dreams or altered states of consciousness, as seen in H.P. Lovecraft's Dream Cycle stories and Stephen R. Donaldson's Thomas Covenant Tales. The recurring theme in such stories is the nature of reality, questioning whether the dream world is as tangible as the waking world. Science fiction explores this theme in cyberspace and virtual reality. In some cases, the relationship between worlds becomes vital to the plot, as demonstrated in Aaron Alston's Doc Sidney and Rick Cook's Wizardry series. The idea of a multiverse is prevalent in fantasy, exemplified by Michael Moorcock's Sundered Worlds, which draws inspiration from quantum mechanics. Moorcock's Eternal Champion takes the concept a notch higher, including sword and sorcery in mythic settings. Editor Paul LePage Barnett introduced the term polycosmos to refer to a concept that binds characters from different worlds, be it real, created, or imagined. despite playing disparate roles in each manifestation, the character's essence remains. Several fictional works explore the concept of parallel worlds and their relationship to literature. Some stories establish the independence of these parallel universes, while others show how works of fiction can create or affect them. For example, Solomon's Stone and Eccentric Circles respectively feature an astral plane populated by daydreams and an elf grateful to Tolkien for transforming elves. These kinds of stories raise questions about the act of writing, whether it is truly creating a new world or discovering a pre-existing one. The Dark Tower series in DC Comics also play with the idea of parallel universes, with characters becoming aware that they only exist in the literary universe of their author. Robert Heinlein's The Number of the Beast even quantizes these fictional universes, using a time twister to access different parallel worlds along the axis of time. Heinlein's literary conceit culminates in The Cat Who Walks Through Walls and To Sail Beyond the Sunset, where characters from throughout his science-fictional career unite in a war against the Black Hats. These stories explore the intriguing possibility of parallel worlds and their connection to the world of literature. The main theme of Job, a comedy of justice, is the concept of parallel universes, which is used to satirize evangelical Christianity. The novel also explores the idea of a fictional multiverse, referencing Heinlein's short story They, and creating a universe full of elusive creatures from folklore such as goblins, trolls, and elves. Elfland, the otherworldly home of elves and fairies, is a land with an ambiguous appearance in folklore that can be a separate parallel universe or merge into human lands. Fantasy writers have explored this ambiguity, depicting Elfland both as a full-blown parallel universe entered through portals or as the next land over which is difficult to reach for magical reasons. Isekai, a subgenre of Japanese fantasy, focuses on the concept of a normal person being transported to or trapped in a parallel universe. This universe may already exist in their world as a fictional universe or may be unknown to them. The theme of alternative universes runs through many films, often used as a means of imprisonment for villains or demons. Superman and Buckaroo Banzai both feature phantom zones to hold their antagonists, while horror films such as From Beyond and Prince of Darkness present alternate dimensions that unleash otherworldly horrors. Some films present parallel realities that are contrasting versions of the narrative itself, while others feature alternative narratives that are either intentionally or unintentionally created by central characters. Recent films, such as The Family Man, Donnie Darko, The One, and FAQ, Frequently Asked Questions, explore complex systems of realities and the consequences of traveling between them. The concept of parallel universes is a recurring theme in both film and television. In the 2000 film The Beach, the protagonist, Richard, describes the Thai beach he discovers with his partner as their own parallel universe. The Marvel Cinematic Universe prominently features the multiverse, with Doctor Strange drawing upon mystical energies from other realities and Avengers Endgame creating alternate timelines. The repercussions of these actions are explored in the television series Loki, which features the rebirth of the multiverse after the mastermind behind the TVA is killed. Similarly, the upcoming film The Flash will introduce the multiverse in the DC Extended Universe in television. Series like Sliders and Dark Shadows have explored the concept of parallel time. Overall, the idea of parallel universes serves as a fascinating and limitless source of inspiration for creative works. The concept of alternate realities is a recurring theme in various science fiction franchises. Star Trek's Mirror Universe is explored in multiple series, with Deep Space Nine and Enterprise delving into its later and earlier developments, respectively. The Tomorrow People's A Rift in Time features a reality where the Roman Empire had advanced technology, and the characters must resolve the timeline disruption. Red Dwarf also utilizes the concept in several episodes, introducing alternative versions of the crew. Buffy the Vampire Slayer's The Wish creates a reality where vampires dominate, and an evil Willow crosses over into the core universe. Charm's Brain Drain features Piper experiencing a reality where the Halliwell Manor is a mental institution and their powers are a trick. The Stargate franchise also has many episodes and movies dealing with alternate timelines, dimensions, and realities. The theme of parallel universes is a recurring plot device in various media franchises. Fringe, featuring Leonard Nimoy, introduced the concept in its first season finale and continued to explore it. Lost had a unique spin on the idea by creating a parallel reality as a result of time travel. Dragon Ball Z had a timeline split that produced parallel realities, which sets up an iconic storyline in the Android Saga. The sequel, Dragon Ball Super, added the twist of multiple universes, while the spin-off series Super Dragon Ball Heroes had alter egos who protected time. Turn a Gundam attempted to bring all the parallel Gundam universes together. Eureka 7, AO had a different world from its predecessor, and Katekyo Hitman Reborn utilized the concept for its future arc. Parallel universes provide endless possibilities for creative storytelling in various forms of media. The concept of parallel universes is a recurring theme in many anime and science fiction TV shows. Bakugan, for instance, explores the parallel universe of Vestroia, where inspiring creatures called Bakugan reside. The story follows the journey of Dan Kuso and his friends who must come together to protect both Earth and Vestroia from complete annihilation. Similarly, Digimon has a parallel universe known as the Digital World, where children encounter digital monsters and create strong bonds with them. In addition to anime, TV shows like Star Trek, The Next Generation and Community also feature parallel universes as plot devices. The former explores the idea of multiple universes through LT. Worf's Journey, while the latter presents 6 timelines that spin out of control based on a single decision. Overall, parallel universes provide an exciting narrative device to explore different possibilities and outcomes while maintaining familiarity with the original reality. Exploring the concept of parallel universes, or alternate realms, is a common theme in many TV series and films. By deviating from the main storyline, writers can highlight the high stakes and dire consequences if the protagonists fail. The Flash uses this concept in its second season, with the introduction of Earth 2 and its array of villains sent by Zoom to kill the Flash. When the Earth 2 version of Harrison Wells arrives on Earth 1, tensions rise between him and Jay Garrick. The Fantastic Journey, Otherworld, Sliders, Parallax, The Midnight Gospel and Awake are just a few examples of TV shows that delve into parallel universes, each with their own unique twist on the theme. By presenting alternate versions of characters and situations, these stories emphasize the importance of each character's presence and actions, adding depth and complexity to the overall narrative. Various TV shows and films have explored the concept of parallel universes. In the South Korean drama Dr. Jean, a doctor travels to the Joseon era and alters history. In Rick and Morty, there are infinite realities and universes. Stranger Things features a small town that becomes a gateway between dimensions. The Flash involves Barry Allen traveling to multiple parallel universes in the multiverse. Supernatural's 13th season centers around parallel universes, including Apocalypse World and The Bad Place Doctor, who features a crack between 2 parallel universes, one controlled by the Cybermen. The Man in the High Castle depicts a world where the Nazis have won World War II. The King, Eternal Monarch and Dark both feature parallel realities, with characters traveling between them. Overstrike involves high-functioning schizophrenics with the ability to perceive multiple realities. Comic books have long been known for their exploration of parallel universes as a major and ongoing theme. DC Comics was the first to inaugurate its multiverse in the early 1960s, with the reintroduction of the Justice Society of America on Earth 2 and the concept of an inverted morality universe on Earth 3. In the 70s, additional alternative universes like Earth X, Earth S, and Earth Prime were introduced, featuring characters from different timelines and realities. Marvel, too, explored the idea of alternative realities in several crossover events and spin-off series like Exiles and the Ultimate Universe. The graphic novel Watchmen, on the other hand, depicts an alternative history of the United States in which superheroes exist, and the threat of nuclear war looms over the world. These stories continue to captivate readers by exploring the infinite possibilities of the multiverse. Throughout various forms of literature and media, the theme of parallel universes appears frequently. Misty's 1978 publication, The Sentinels, explores an alternate reality where Hitler conquered Britain in 1940 through 2 dilapidated apartment blocks. Jindy's Worlds Apart, published in 1981, follows 6 girls who find their dream worlds becoming reality after being knocked unconscious by a gas and a chemical tanker crash in Land of No Tears, also published by Ginty in 1977, a disabled girl travels to a future where those with disabilities are mistreated and emotions are banned. The Sonic the Hedgehog comic series from Archie Comics also features numerous parallel universes, such as a mirror universe where Sonic and his allies are evil and Dr. Robotnik is good. Transformers comics also explore parallel universes, including in Shattered Glass universe where Cliffjumper enters an alternate world where the Autobots are evil and Decepticons are good. Within the Wires takes place in a world where traditional family structures and countries no longer exist after a catastrophic event, while the Gray Area's Paths Not Taken introduces a timeline where Donald Trump wins a second term as president and a violent movement targets the LGBTQ+ community. Victoriosity presents an 1887 London where Queen Victoria is a cyborg and a real-life architect is worshipped. Many video games explore the concept of alternative dimensions and parallel universes. Banjo-Kazooie's Click Clockwood world changes between seasons, affecting the environment and outcomes of actions. BioShock Infinite delves into quantum mechanics with its many worlds interpretation. In BlazBlue, cross-tag battle, universes clash in the phantom field over keystones. Chrono Cross story revolves around travel between two timelines. City of Heroes has a PvP zone called Recluse's Victory, representing a future constantly in flux. Crash Twinsanity sees the characters travel to the 10th dimension with opposite versions of themselves. Dark Seed introduces a parallel universe through a mirror. The Darkness features the world of death occupied by World War I soldiers. Earthbound has several alternative dimensions, including the illusionary Moonside, Magic Ant, and the haunting past dimension of the Cave to the Past. The Elder Scrolls 4: Oblivion features the alternate hellish world of Oblivion, a painting you can climb into, and a dream world quest. Finally, the Fallout series is set in a subtly different universe from ours, diverging after World War II. Heroes of the Storm, 2015, is set in the unusual limbo of the Nexus, a place where universes collide and worlds are brought into stability. The central realms in the Nexus have a stone called the Singularity, which can only be claimed by the Conqueror, making them the Realm Lord. Warriors from various universes, including Warcraft, StarCraft, Diablo, and Overwatch, are pulled into the Nexus. Similarly, Kingdom Hearts, 2002, has a multiverse where various worlds are based on Disney films and Final Fantasy concepts, and different realms correspond to light, darkness, and in between. The Kirby series also features different dimensions such as Another Dimension, the Mirror World, Cyberspace, and Dreamscape. The Legacy of Kain, 1996, takes players through various realms and timelines, while the Legend of Zelda series has parallel worlds, alternative histories, and a Twilight Realm. The Longest Journey, 1999, also deals with the existence of two parallel universes, technological, Stark, and magical, Arcadia. The theme of this paragraph is the use of alternative dimensions and parallel universes in various video games. Myst is a game where the protagonist travels to different worlds through special books. Other Space is a science fiction game where refugees migrate to a parallel universe due to damage to their own universe. Outcast involves the retrieval and repair of a damaged probe from a parallel universe before the Earth is consumed by a black hole. Persona 2 and 4 take place in alternative universes. Portal 2 has a game mode where the protagonist travels through thousands of different worlds that exist in different roles, entitled The Multiverse. Resistance: Fall of Man is set in an alternative universe where an alien invasion takes place. Silent Hill has different variations of the town depending on the world. Sonic series uses alternative dimensions and parallel universes. Sudeki is set in a realm of light and darkness. Several video games have explored the theme of parallel worlds and alternate universes. In Super Mario Bros. 2, a magic potion creates a doorway to subspace, containing a mirrored version of the world. In Super Paper Mario, the town Flipside has an alternate version called Flopside, which is dilapidated and home to surly characters. When They Cry and Umineko visual novels also contain parallel worlds in their murder mysteries, and Zero Escape heavily uses the concept of multiple realities to alter history. Additionally, Don't Starve involves surviving in a semi-nightmarish parallel world that changes according to the character's fear, while Agents of Mayhem explores an alternative universe where different gangs unite. Left 4 Dead 2's The Last Stand update also features a new path for players, highlighting the intriguing possibility of alternate realities. When They Cry and Umineko visual novels also contain parallel worlds in their murder mysteries, and Zero Escape heavily uses the concept of multiple realities to alter history. Additionally, Don't Starve involves surviving in a semi-nightmarish parallel world that changes according to the character's fear, while Agents of Mayhem explores an alternative universe where different gangs unite. Left 4 Dead 2's The Last Stand update also features a new path for players, highlighting the intriguing possibility of alternate realities.